Today, you were in Warsaw. First time in your life.
Right.
So, is it what you expected?
Is it what I expected? I didn't come with expectations. I don't know what I expected.
That's the address where who lived there, Abba?
That was where my grandmother's sister lived. In her family. Hadassah's mother.
That's Hadassah's parents?
Yeah. Hadassah lived there. I have one cousin. There was my grandmother's sister and her husband. They had 4 children. So one managed to get to Israel in 1938. The other perished. So that's Hadassah, who everybody knew.
What was the name of the street?
What was the street?
Sapieżyńska.
So here, it's also the name of where these postcards were sent from.
Yes.
How did you find these postcards?
When my mother died. My mother died about 6 years ago. So he found these.
Do you know what it says in these postcards?
Yeah, Václav is going to help us.
Sure, we sit down and translate.
Okay.
This particular wall is a wall of a building that limited the ghetto. The building didn't belong to the ghetto. We are standing in where the ghetto was. Here was the wall. From the original ghetto wall, from this place, down that way we will see in a moment a piece of a wall behind the original wall. And another one in straight line through this building on the other side of this building. When the ghetto was created,
This is one of only 2 parts of the original Warsaw Ghetto War.
and about over 110,000 Christians who lived in
This little chelik right here. Right. Say that again, Abba?
The walls were built by the Jews at their own expense.
Right.
was more in favor of the Christians. Because mostly those
So it was Hadassah's family who lived here in the ghetto, Abba?
traditional
Yeah.
and poor
Do we know?
They lived in Warsaw.
Do we know if they were taken to Treblinka?
I don't think anybody knows.
Christians lived among
No?
the Jews in the poor quarter.
We just know that they perished,
So very often they were moved
and the last place we know where they were the Warsaw Ghetto.
Jewish apartments.
What do you feel after being here and seeing this place with your own eyes for the first time ever?
So on the one hand, you relate to it as a very personal thing. You say, oh my gosh, I'm standing in the same place that near or close to where my mother might have walked 90 years ago, because she was in Warsaw probably from like 1915, 1916, 1917. We had a relationship with Hadassah in Israel, and Hadassah and her family grew up here in Warsaw. It was interesting hearing the letters that had been written from Warsaw during the war. My uncle was.
Okay, so WP means dear Mr. or Mrs. Doesn't matter.
So Rose was my aunt. She's the one who painted the paintings in our dining room. It was my grandfather.
In our kitchen.
My grandfather's sister, Rose.
But then is this related to the Steins that we knew?
No. No. He's actually from Białystok.
Please be interested in what happens to us and help us. My husband is very weak. They say that probably he will not long than a month.
Wow.
Stay in good health. Kind regards to you and the whole family, from your family to my family. I kiss you all. I wish you all the best. Yours, Leia. And regards to Maria and Adam and the children.
Oh, so Maria is my grandmother, Miriam, and Adam, who is my mother's parents from the Loja people.
So this was written in August 1941,
41.
and they were already in the ghetto.
When
Oh,
did
yes.
Hadassah come back?
Hadassah was in Israel already.
Yes.
But she came back.
This is to my grandfather.
Oh, and then she left.
What's the date?
For us, and you could almost hear between the lines the pleading and the desperation for food and for assistance from abroad to help them get through what must have been horrible conditions in the ghetto. And it was incongruous walking through on a bright sunny day and saying, wow, it's inconceivable that all the horrible things that happened here. To be standing in a place where over the course of a couple of months, 300,000 Jews were shipped off to Treblinka. and bright sunshine.